Alright, I just got a new parts kit in from Arms of America. It's a WBP parts kit imported from Poland. Now, this is brand new production. I'm used to using surplus kits. I've built on surplus Polish rifles before and they've been outstanding. Even if the rifle, the parts you could tell were well worn, still worked beautifully and went together awesome. So I figured, heck, brand new production, this ought to go together easy. I've never used WBP parts other than I have used their Gen 2 pick rail or gas tube rail, and it was outstanding. I like that thing. I typically don't like scout setups, but that one seemed to work better over some of the other styles that I've used before. So I figured, well, so I'm going to try out some WBP parts. Why not try out all of them? So I'll just buy an entire kit. This kit is a 7.62 by 39 style, and I believe all their kits are that way. I don't think they offer anything different. But it's a 23mm trunnion or breech block, and it is forged, not cast. It is forged. WBP has listened to the American consumer as far as AKM parts kits goes, and we've decided we don't like cast. Even though if cast is done correctly and built correctly, it'll work fine. But WBP is like, if you guys want forged, we'll give you forged. So there you go. We got forged breech block or front trunnion now. Now on the website of Arms of America, if you order this kit, you will get a Weaver rail. It's an old school barrel or barrel, however it's pronounced, style rail. So if you've got the old school optics or you're going for a period kind of piece, roughly, or whatever you're trying to do, you will get a Weaver style rail. This one is not a Weaver. It is actually upgraded to the newer 1913 NATO Picatinny style rail. That is an option. It is an additional charge. But on their website right now at Arms of America, December 2018, they do not have a click option to upgrade. So you've got to contact them and let them know, hey, I don't want Weaver, I want the newer style if that's what you're going to use, newer optics like I'm going to be using. So just let you know that for an additional charge and upgrade, you can get the NATO style rail here instead of the Weaver. If you don't do anything, you just click on it and buy it, you're going to get a Weaver rail. So you've got to contact Arms of America right now until they get their website redone to where they have the click option for the newer rail. Now, everything being new production, nothing's drilled. They do have the starter dimples, which you get your pins here. You'll get the 4mm pins for your front side block and your gas block. Did I say 4? They're 3mm. You'll get 4 3mm. I'm going to start getting myself confused. But you'll get all the pins for the front side block and gas block, which are 3mm. You'll get the pin for the rear side block, which is 4mm, and the pin for the breech block or front trunnion, which is a 7mm, and that hole is drilled. But these are not. You can see where it's been hardness tested. And if you go on WBP's YouTube channel, you can actually watch them machine a few parts, test pieces, and use sophisticated CMM or measuring devices, probes and stuff, to make sure that everything's within the spec that they've set for to make a quality part. So we know they're making good stuff over there. They're really paying attention to their tolerances and trying to make everything good. Now, you get different versions of this kit with the rail if you want to, in 7.62 by 39 with a forged trunnion. They have some with hand guards. They have some with already headspace and populated barrels, either in nitride or chrome lined. And you can see you don't get a pistol grip. You don't get a fire control group, so no hammer, no trigger, no disconnector. Even though you will get 2 axis pins that will work for your hammer and your trigger. You will get the hammer spring and the disconnector spring, but no fire control group. You will not get a muzzle nut or a brake, any kind of muzzle device, but you will get the detent plunger and the spring for one, since the hole is there for it. Now this rear sight block does have the crest on it. I would bring it up close to the camera, but I've tried doing that several times, and trying to keep stuff focused just doesn't want to work, so you have to look at it from down here. Parts are painted, so I'm guessing somebody laid it down before it was dried or whatever, but I don't really care. The Polish crest is on there and it says Poland, but it's kind of faded out from either it's not real deep or the paint's a little thick or whatever. But it is there, so whatever, it doesn't bother me. You can tell there's no serial number on here, but you do get the Circle 11. Said it's brand new stuff. It's never been actually built into a rifle at all. So the bolt here, the lugs on the bolt and the lugs inside the breech block or the trunnion here, even though they're brand spanking new, I'll have to fit and make sure those lugs are all making good contact before I set my headspace. But I wanted to show you guys this parts kit I just got in from Arms of America, imported from Poland from WBP. I think it's going to go together great. You get forged trunnion and 7.62 by 39, and you get the rail here, but if you want the upgraded rail, you got to let them know. But here's the WBP parts kit from Arms of America. Sooner or later I'll get around to actually turning this into a functioning rifle.